Well, good evening, everyone. Tuned into another live broadcast in the Duncan Showroom. And for all the people in the audience tonight, thank you very much for coming out to be part of this taping. Very cool to see so many people live here. And for those at home, hey, these people here are all paid, so you could pay too if you wanted. All you have to do, there's a little thing there called PayPal. Tim will put it up and we'll show you how to do it, so it makes it real good. Now, interestingly enough, tonight there's this... we have an American who decided to move to Canada. And we've got a Canadian who decided to move to America. And they both, in their new countries, have been awarded many times for their musicianship. And so they should be, because they are pretty darn good. Now, we've been doing this little series in the last while. We've had Morgan Davis, we had Brandon Isaac, we've got... Martin Hardy tomorrow night, and then little young James Vickers. And that's kind of cool, because like James Vickers is coming up 17 years old. And he's playing the blues. And I remember in my late teens and early 20s really being affected by the blues and always looking up to these old, the old heroes, the ones that we always looked up to. And when I was talking with Morgan, it dawned on us that we're all that age now, where we are the people that, oh God, we're the ones that are going to die next. Oh, Speaking of which, here's a funny thing I'm going to have to deal with. We look for sponsors for the 39 Days of July, right? To take care of the city square, and they donated $1,000. And there's been various people that have stepped forward, but one of the people who have stepped forward is Sands Funeral Home. So I'm going to have to stand on stage and sell that. Why you want to be prepared. When I look around, and most of the people I'll be dealing with on the stage are my age, and we should be dealing with this, which is the whole thing, is what it's all about. But these guys will be on forever and ever. Now, the nice thing is we did get a chance to document these two together by having them record an album here over a period of 2 days with Dr. Ted Cadillac. And that album went on to be nominated for many awards already so far. So it was done up about a year and a half ago, and it's really kind of cool. I'm sure you'll hear tunes from that tonight. So without further ado, to the people in the audience, let's get Mr. Terry Robb and the wonderful David Vest out to the stage, please. Oh yeah, it's one long set, so be prepared. Okay, hold on, you guys, wait, just hold on. There was another part I forgot all about. Because it's going to be one long set. If you have to go to the washroom, no problem. You just go down to the very back and to the left, you'll see it. Right by where the puzzle is. Do not get stuck on the puzzle, okay? That's there because sometimes there's a lineup to get in, and rather than stand around kind of nervously, you can work on the puzzle together. It works, trust me. What also works is these two guys. You're in for a historical treat. Give it up for them, please. Terry Robb, David Vest.
So that I could come up that way, and I forgot.
That's your staircase.
And here is what I call my French surrealist blues song. Red tide churning, cold water blowing on the beach. There's a red tide churning, cold water blowing on the beach. Yes, it's cold where I be going. It's way down out of reach. Well, I'm walking by the house where my love is dreaming deep. Yes, I'm walking by the house where the one I love is dreaming deep. She has no idea that I'm walking in her sleep. Red tide turning, big ship out there rolling in the wave. There's a red tide turning, a big ship a bucking in the wave. You know the way I feel this morning, somebody must be walking on my grave. heavy fog is rolling through. There's a red tide turning, heavy fog is rolling through. I had that dream again last night. Lord, I believe it's coming true. much.
Thank you.
Those first two tunes were written by me. They're either original or I wrote them. The last one was written by Terry, as is this next one, a beautiful song called The Natural Facts. going to tell you, if you hear a song you like, I wrote it. But I tried that the other night and I got all mixed up. And I wound up telling them Terry wrote them all, which probably would have been better if that had been true. But okay, what you got now?
This is another song I wrote. This is called Good News. All these songs are on our new CD, which came out last year, which is available over the Terry and Dave gift shop over here.
Yeah, we were very pleased to have this CD nominated for Record of the Year in the acoustic category at the new Canadian Blues Music Awards. I was hoping we could win it just so I could get on the stage and tell everybody that we recorded it at the Duncan Showroom. Yeah, with Ted Cadillac doing the engineering on it. So there you go. All right, it's time to play some very depressing blues music. If you're not depressed by the end of this, that means we're not very good at what we do. Actually, W.C. Handy, the father of the blues, said that blues is not music to bring you down. It's music to lift you back up when you've been knocked down. It's lift-up music. But I don't know what could lift me out of the funk I was in when I wrote this, because I had been engaged in an activity that I just get upset if I mention it. Traveling. Have you tried traveling lately? I mean, I probably shouldn't feel sorry for musicians, because other people have to travel too, you know, pharmaceutical reps and dental equipment salesmen and politicians. It's all right if they get in trouble. But you go to the airport and you're going to get the first flight, to go to your connecting flight. The first flight leaves so late that you can't make the connecting flight. And when they finally put you on it, they put you on one plane and your luggage on another, and never the twain shall meet again. And you finally get to where you were going, and you get to the hotel, and they never heard of your reservation. Sorry, we don't have anybody under that name. You talk them into giving you a room, assuming you haven't left your wallet on the plane, as Kenny Blues Boss Wayne did one time. He didn't have any identification. Tried to give him a hotel room. Good thing I was there to mess it up further. Anyway, they finally give you a key to a room, and you get up there, and by this time you're so exhausted that you just want to go to bed. But about the time your head hits the pillow, they get started in the room next door. There's a party in the room next door, I can hear it through the wall. No use even laying down when they having a ball. I can hear them out there running up and down the hall. Knock, 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 there's a party in the room next door. Knock, 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 they say they got some room for more. Rock, 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 taking over the whole darn floor. Well, I'm under the pillow with my pillows up over my head. But they're jumping up and down next door, just shaking my bed. Might as well join the party, my face is turning red. Knock, 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 buddy, won't you let me in? Knock, 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 won't somebody let me in? Wait a minute, who's that woman disguised as a bottle of gin? Who is that, Terry? Mama's on the elevator looking for the ice machine. Papa's on the roof with a genuine hot rod queen. If anybody needs me, I'll be helping somebody scream. Here comes the sad part. I've gone next door and joined the party, and my morals are in decay. My standards have begun to slip. That's what I'm talking about. There's a strange little woman laying across my knee. Sweet little woman, she's laying across my knee. She said, I'm too young for you, but you ain't too old for me. Lord have mercy. Rock, 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 there's a party in the room next door. Rock, 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 what are we waiting for? Everybody rocking at the party in the room next door. Yeah. Party in the room next door. Party in the room next door. Party in the room next door. What are we waiting for? Everybody rocking at the party in the room next door. And as usual, Longevity John assured me that for anybody that was triggered by that song, grief counselors will be standing by over by the electric chair. Yeah. right, well, I'm gonna step back here and turn. Got one of the best guitar players in the world standing right there, and I'm gonna get out of his way for a minute and let him do his thing.
Thank you. Thank you.
You don't hear that every night. Well, I'm going to jump in and do a very foolish thing. I'm going to play you a tune that Oscar Peterson was famous for playing. I wasn't born in Canada, but I got here as quick as I heard about it. And I didn't come here because y'all needed piano players. I mean, you had Oscar Peterson, and you still got a lot of great ones up here all across the country. And I'm just pleased to be allowed into the country and to be part of the mix. But this is a song that Oscar Peterson probably heard played by a band out of New Orleans called Joe Liggins. And he might have got the idea from listening to a New Orleans piano player who went up north named Roosevelt Sykes. Roosevelt Sykes was known as the Honey Dripper. And the song that Liggins recorded didn't sound very much like the Roosevelt Sykes song, but the idea of being the Honey Dripper surely came from him. And Oscar Peterson recorded this song several times in his career at different tempos, some of them so stupefyingly fast that human hands can't do it. But I've always played the song too, and I love his version of it. I love Dr. John's version of it. He also recorded it several times. And I've recently recorded it on an album which I hope will come out one day of solo piano playing. Except I played some of it for the record company, and they said, "Where's the singing?" Well, it's instrumentals. What? What's that? Anyway, here's our little version of the Honey Dripper.
David Vest, everybody.
We not only got this album we played together on, but Terry has done one since then. You got the new ones up here with you too, don't you?
It does, yeah.
You want to play that song that I played on?
Yeah, and David played on this song. It's called I Tripped and Fell. Hey, blue and lonesome, just by myself, thinking about no one, nobody else. But then I tripped, fell in love with you. Been walking a tightrope, steady she goes. I never told her that I would roll, but then I tripped, fell in love with you. It's unforgiving, so long and tall, leaning out the window, try not to fall. But then I tripped and fell in love with you. I tried to go down to the station, but I moved too slow because I tripped, fell in love with you. I tripped and fell in love with you. Thank you. Thank you.
One of the tunes that got the most airplay and the most critical recognition of this album we did together is this next one that Terry wrote. It's called Long Gone Home, and it's got this figure in it that I think is not only hard to play, but I think Bach would have been proud to have come up with this. And I'll be proud if I can just kind of hang on and not get thrown off the train.
Thank you.
Well, and coming from Alabama, I was talking, and Terry's never been to Alabama, and I was telling him where he ought to go when he goes down there. And the first place I always tell anybody to go is to Sheffield, Alabama, to visit the home that Helen Keller was born in, where she lived as a child. You know, they have volunteers there that'll take you in. Even if you just show up and you're the only person there, they'll give you a little tour. And you have a nice Southern lady who will say, now that's a dining room where Helen threw mashed potatoes at her mother whenever she got mad. And maybe she sounds like Parker Posey on the White Lotus, you know. But they show you all that stuff, and then they take you out on the veranda. It wraps around the house, and you go toward the backyard, and suddenly you see it standing there, that water pump. If you know the story of how the water pumped into Helen's hand, and she made the connection that's that word they've been trying to teach me. All of a sudden, she acquired language, like in a miraculous moment. And across the river from that, more in, well, I don't know what the little town will be called today, and there's a bridge that is now missing that he couldn't have crossed. But the time the bridge was there, W.C. Handy, the father of the blues, was within walking distance of Helen. He, you know, about 45 minutes, he could have been over there to see her if they'd known each other existed. And I suspect she'd have wanted to see him because she was a very progressive and enlightened person. You know, she wrote her autobiography before she was 18 years old, and she's also joined the Socialist Party. And they used to take her in to see the president, and her teacher and interpreter would go with her, you know, and they'd have her, like, be President Eisenhower or something. They'd have her feel his face, and she'd say something. And the interpreter said, Helen says that she can tell by your features that you're a very great leader. And what Helen is actually saying that they wouldn't translate is, when are you going to do something about these child labor laws? You've got children working in factories and coal mines all over this country, and you got the power to do something about it. You're just sitting on your ass up here. She says she can tell that you're a very kind and generous leader, and so censorship existed in those days. And I'm going to ask you a question now. Does anybody remember what I was talking about?
I'm supposed to go to Alabama or something.
Alabama? Oh, what's this got to do with Alabama? Anyway, a fellow from down in South Alabama wrote a song that and recorded a song that was the first. It became the first record ever to have Boogie Woogie in the title. His name was Clarence Smith, and he had this nickname, Pine Top, which his mother actually gave him because he liked to climb tall trees. And he went from South Alabama. He didn't stop in Birmingham or Nashville or Memphis. He just went right up to Chicago. In December of 1928, he recorded the song I'm going to play for you now called Pine Top's Boogie Woogie. And it was released as a single on, 78 RPM, of course. And it sold 1 million copies in about a week. It was a runaway hit. And all of a sudden, everybody was trying to learn to play Boogie Woogie. It became a thing that lasted about 10 years. And other people had been playing it, but they just hadn't thought to record it or call it that. And we had so few things to be proud of in Alabama, except if you can call being proud of being wrong about everything. But we were happy to have produced the father of the blues and the first popularizer of the boogie woogie, Pine Top Smith. But unfortunately, you think if you record a million seller, they're going to want to get you right back in the studio and record a follow-up. Before they could do that, Pine Top Smith was shot and killed playing a gig, while playing the piano for a dance. Some knucklehead pulled out a gun and fired wildly into the air, and a bullet ricocheted and killed Pine Top Smith, victim of gun violence. One of many, and we'll never know what else he might have given us. But I like to say that if you came into the world and only had time to do one thing, this would be a pretty good thing to do. Pine Top's Boogie Woogie. Mr. Pine Top, I like to call him.
I'd like to play a song by Muddy Waters. I first learned when I was about, 14 or something like that. And it's called Honeybee. Sail on, my little honeybee, sail on. Sail on, sail on, my little honeybee, sail on. I don't mind your sailing, baby, please don't sail so long. Sail on, my little honeybee, sail on. Sail on, my little honeybee, sail on. You keep on sailing, you're gonna lose your buzzing. You know that it sounds like my honeybee. Yeah, a lot of buzzing. You know that it sounds like my honeybee. This world making honey. Now she's coming back home to me. Thank you.
And I don't know if Terry feels like singing this or not, but he wrote a beautiful song kind of dedicated to a certain special someone that's on this album. And when the record was first put out, there were a lot of other songs that radio stations were playing, but gradually they went deeper in the album and discovered this one that kind of took over the charts on it. Why don't you tell them about it?
Which one is this? New Kind of Love?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, this is a song I wrote called I found a new kind of love. I think it was made it on a country chart, didn't it?
Huh?
I think it made it on a country chart as well. The blues.
Yeah.
I got a new kind of loving, not like I had before. A new kind of loving, I want you to know. Well, good Lord, give me sunshine, she's all I need anymore. I said I love you, honey, I think you ought to know. I love you, honey, I want you to know. She threw her arms around me and said I'll never let go. Heart, the kind she likes to sing. I got a song in my heart, I hear what she sing. I got a new kind of loving, it's alright, everything. Thank you.
I love that song, man. That's the kind of song, you know, sometimes be playing a song like that and somebody in the audience with a few too many beers will say, "That's not a blues song." To which either me or Terry will reply, "By God, if I play it, it is." This is a song about a real little town in Alabama that became a mythical town for me because I first visited as a child and it seemed like a magical place. It was completely different from any other place I'd ever seen. It was more like a little European town, or I don't know, it was like something in a dream. And I went back to it in adulthood and it was still there and hadn't changed a bit. I used to dream when I was about 9 or 10 years old of living there someday. I don't know what the people who live there do, But the name of the town is Mooresville. And if you're ever traveling through North Alabama, you have to like kind of get off the main road and go find it. But this is my song about, I don't know what all this place symbolizes to me, but it's very powerful, whatever it is. So I wrote this for it. It's Mooresville. And now for something completely different. It's time, it's that time of the year when it's time to start playing nonstop Christmas music. Everyone agree, right? They told me you guys were okay.
I thought this was a Christian community up here.
Yeah. Well, this is a different kind of Christmas song. It's on our album, so we play it, but it's about the complicated situation in blended families and where there's X's involved. So it's called Xmas time, EX, and which is a hard situation for anybody. and even harder for the people in this song. Well, I hung up both your stockings, I filled them to the brim, and then come to find out you've been taking them off for him. Look out, baby. I done learned to score. Won't be no more sleigh bells ringing. I ain't your Santa Claus no more. And when you said you were bad, I thought that meant you were good. I didn't know you'd be out doing evil every chance you could. That's right, honey, baby. Things ain't the way they was before. The situation has unfolded. Can't be a Santa Claus no more. Explain it, Terry. I could find another reindeer to take your place. There won't be nothing left of Xmas but the red nose on your face. I'm sorry, baby. Now done found out the score. Jingle bells to hell. I can't be your Santa Claus no more. Okay, pretty baby, I'm glad we had this little talk. Now, it's time to take your pretty poinsettia for a walk. And don't be pawing at my door. It's all over, mama. Can't be your Santa Claus no more. Somebody else been on your rooftop. Can't be your Santa Claus no more.
David Vest.
He made me put that on the album.
You love it.
Well, it's time to play a solo again. Solo? We done all right.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to play you a brief little version of a song I wrote in tribute to an older songwriter. When I was about 14 or 15 years old, I got asked to play for this gospel quartet. And they wanted to make a record, and they had somebody in the group that had written a song. And so they made plans to go into a little local studio and record that song. And then one of them went to the record store and discovered that you had to have two songs to make a record, one on each side, unless you put the same one on both sides. And they hadn't written any other songs and didn't think they could. But the fellow that had written the one song said he'd been inspired to because there was a songwriter who lived in town. And he said, we'll just go over to his house and see if he won't give us a song. Well, the fellow whose house they went to, the house was about a 5 to 8 minute walk from my parents' house. I didn't know it. His name was Alton Delmore, and he had been in a very famous group called the Delmore Brothers. And he had written some songs. He had written Blues Stay Away From Me. He had written Gonna Lay Down My Old Guitar. He had written Brown's Ferry Blues. He had written Beautiful, Beautiful Brown Eyes, I'll Never Love Blue Eyes Again. He wrote that song. And many, many other. Put Me on the Trail to Carolina is one of my favorites. So they went and knocked on his door, and the lady might have been his wife, might have been his sister, might have been the housekeeper that came to the door, and so the guy blurted out, we want to see if Mr. Delmore will give us a song. And so she said, well, just a minute, and closed the door and went and came back and said, well, what did he say? He said, give them a song. And he said, yes, sir, we need to make a record, and if he would give us one, we'd have two sides. So she went back and talked to him again. He told him to come back next Tuesday or Wednesday. He might have something for him. And they went back the next week. I wasn't in this delegation. I'd have been too embarrassed to go to somebody's house begging for, giving me your work for free. But he had a song that he gave him. He'd written it out, written the music, because he wrote out all his own stuff, his sheet music and stuff, and insisted that everybody in his hillbilly band learn how to read music. And he gave it to them, and we went and recorded it. And it was called I Can't Be Satisfied, Way Down Here. He had a verse in it about his daughter, one of his daughters who was born with severe physical challenges and wasn't expected to live very long. This is one of the verses in the song. He starts off saying, I had a heavenly dream the other night, dreamed I was living in a world of light. Everybody looks so happy there, and I can't get satisfied way down here. I saw my littlest daughter standing there, free from infirmity she suffered here, and I can't get satisfied way down here. Well, we recorded it, and I forgot about it, and about 40 years later, I was sitting at my piano. I was living in Houston, Texas at the time, and I remembered that he had done that for us. And it came to me that, I never really knew him, but I owe him a song. So I just sat down at the piano and started fooling around, and all I could remember was the title of his. And it came out something like this. I had a heavenly dream the other night. Seemed I was living in a world of light. I didn't have no need, I couldn't feel no fear, and I can't get satisfied way down here, Lord, look way down here. I saw you talking in the Grand Cafe. Somebody shook their head and walked away. Now you left the change, but you kept the tear, and you'll never get satisfied. Way down here, way down here, way down here. You'll never get satisfied. Way down here. One of these mornings, and it won't be long, you come looking for me, you're gonna find me gone. I'll be walking on that mountain where the skies are clear, 'cause I can't get satisfied. Way down here, way down here, way down here. And I kind of imagine my family sitting down on the porch humming this. I've been running high, now I'm running low. I've been trying to tell people what they don't want to know. I can't tell nobody what she don't want to hear, and I can't get satisfied. Way down here, way down here, oh look way down here. Look up the Delmore Brothers if you haven't heard them, and the Louvin Brothers made a wonderful album that's a tribute to the Delmore Brothers. A lot of boogie-woogie in their act. Freight train boogie, hillbilly boogie. I did, but it's out of print, and I'm going to have to do it again. Yeah. Maybe Terry will help me. Are we going to do... Okay. This song about sneaking out to the juke joint down by the Tennessee River when I was too young to be allowed in the door, but to let me in anyway. Baby, your eyes have been weaponized. Your kiss can't miss. It's alright to hold me tight. Get on top and don't stop. Take you down to the river one night. Big moon be shining bright. The juke joint jumping up around the bend. They already rocking when we walk in. In a big old bed, both your feet up behind your head. holding on to the shaking frame, calling out your baby's name. Rock all night, drive all day, all my life, you got to be that way. Set 'em up one more time, smile at the people, drive 'em on down. Drive 'em on down. Okay, this is the sing-along time. Everybody sing your part where I can hear it. I knew somebody'd fall for it. No, we got a song that it's got a part in it that you're welcome to sing along if you feel so moved. A lot of people like to, but you don't have to. We'll cry, but that's all right. We're old blues men. We're used to it. This is a song that I like to tell a quick little story about. I was walking down the street in Portland, Oregon one day when there was an unhoused man sitting on the curb looking down into the gutter, muttering to himself. And I heard him say these words, "Everybody worried about the world. Ain't nobody worried about me." And I didn't write it down, paying attention to it, but went home. And later I was sitting at the piano and I remembered it, and I could hear him saying that. And I kind of got into the rhythm of it and found it, musically, and kind of filled out the rest of it. And I recorded it down in Oregon with the great Paul DeLay playing harmonica on it. And when I moved to Canada, I met the members of the Down Child Blues Band, and they asked me if they could record a cover of it. And I said, well, hell yeah. If you're a blues songwriter, you want the best blues band in the world to do your music, right? So they did it, and it went to #1 in the world on the blues charts, on the roots music charts. We'd like to do our little version of it now, and it goes something like this. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Well, they're dropping that bread over yonder, way over across the sea. Kinda make me wonder why they can't drop a little bread on me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Right here we got mighty good people rotting at the bottom of the jail. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about about me. Come on. You got the sound of one hand clapping, sound way off in your head. If one man fall, ain't nobody looking, that don't mean that he ain't dead. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. One more time. Everybody worried about the world, nobody worried about me. Thank you, lovely people.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
Best.
Thank you so very much. David Best. If you'd like to buy a CD or anything like that, come on over. We'll be right over there. Thank you. Peace, love, all that other good stuff.
I talked me into it.
But it is on my pillow, I swear my baby's vein. Bloody tears on my pillow, I swear my baby's vein. Well, I just found out she's been loving some other man. But if I had $10 million, I would give her every dime. If I had $10 million, I would give her every dime. Just to hear her call me daddy one more time. But if you see my baby, tell him on my knees crying. You see my baby, tell him on my knees crying. Just to hear her call me daddy one more time. Come on, Nick. some other man. But if I had $10 million, I would give her every dime. If I had $10 million, I would give her every dime. Just to hear her call me daddy. Call me daddy one more time. Thanks again, everybody. Thank you. David Vest.
There's a place on the